Happy Friday, everybody! Nars here, filling in for Akeem with your fix of entertainment news. A fan recut the Obi-Wan show into a feature-length movie. Netflix is making another live-action adaptation of the Death Note anime, and also adding spatial audio to a number of other streaming shows. Roll that intro. There's already a fan edit of the Disney Plus Obi-Wan Kenobi series that cuts the 6-episode series down into a 2.5-hour feature film. This comes by way of Kai Patterson, who felt the series had some awkward pacing and goofy dialogue, but overall frames his edit as, quote, an artistic interpretation of how these scenes could be strung together to make something that works better for him personally. It doesn't sound like Kai has any ill will towards the series and did this edit out of his love for Star Wars, and is excited about what Lucasfilms has been producing lately, and discourages people from watching this edit unless they're Disney Plus subscribers. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series was originally planned as a trilogy of feature films, but went back to the drawing board after the poor box office performance of Solo: A Star Wars Story. It's unclear how many ideas from the trilogy made their way into the show, but there was apparently at least one movie's worth of material to work with. This is by no means the first time a fan has recut a Star Wars project. The Phantom Edit made the rounds in the early 2000s, an unofficial recut of Episode 1 that trimmed out some of the less popular parts, namely Jar Jar Binks. There have even been celebrity fan edits. That 70s Show and Spider-Man 3 star Topher Grace did his own recut of the prequels, whittling them down into one 85-minute film. You can find Kai's Obi-Wan recut floating around online, but please only watch it if you're a Disney Plus subscriber. The Walt Disney Company is a struggling indie startup that needs all the support it can get. Speaking of people taking liberties with beloved source material, it looks like Netflix is making a live-action adaptation of the beloved manga/anime Death Note again. This time around, it'll be an original series handled by Stranger Things showrunners, the Duffer brothers, under their new production company, Upside Down Pictures. The company will be led by Hilary Levitt, who's worked on shows like Orphan Black and Ozark. The Death Note series won't have any connection to the 2017 Death Note movie, which is probably for the best since most fans would just as soon forget that ever existed. Aside from that, there are no other details, but it's certainly ballsy to attempt a do-over so soon. Netflix is clearly betting heavily on live-action adaptations of beloved anime. Despite Cowboy Bebop's tepid reception and abrupt cancellation, production on the live-action versions of Avatar: The Last Airbender and One Piece are going full sail ahead. We'll keep you updated on any Death Note developments, but what do you think about this? Is it better in the hands of the Duffer brothers, or should live-action Death Note be left for dead? On the subject of Netflix, a less controversial announcement is the news that the streaming service will be rolling out spatial audio for some of its shows and movies. Spatial audio, if you're unfamiliar, is basically next-gen surround sound, offering a theater-quality listening experience regardless of what you're watching on whatever sound system you have.
So you can hear and almost feel someone walking around you and suddenly whispering from behind.
The feature has been added to the 4th season of Stranger Things, The Adam Project, Red Notice, The Witcher, and Lock and Key, to name a few. And it's safe to assume it'll become standard for higher-profile Netflix originals. And that is your entertainment fix for Friday, July 8th, 2022. If Thor: Love and Thunder left you with questions about what's next in the MCU or what was changed from the comics, IGN has a smorgasbord worth of coverage up about it. And of course, for more entertainment and gaming news, make sure you're following IGN on your platform of choice. I'm Nars, have a great weekend, and as always, stay fabulous.
Christian, I've always wanted to work with him. I've admired his work for many, many years, right from Empire of the Sun. And so he was actually at the top of our list right from the beginning, and we didn't ask anyone else.